Alright, welcome back to our main event, ladies and gentlemen. We are kicking it off. We're not kicking it off, we are ending it high with the Money in the Bank ladder match. This has been an intense night, to be fair. Everyone has put on their A game tonight. It's been an all-out showcase of the Immortals, if I dare say. Sub-Zero is our first participant to enter, and now he is our second participant, Jesus H. Rice. Jesus qualified in this match for a tag team match that him and Sub-Zero won. So it's now them going from allies to unlikely allies to opponents. Obviously, these two were in the final qualifying match. Now it is up to them to see who will win that Money in the Bank ladder match briefcase, or that briefcase I should say, as Jesus makes his way down to the ring. The glorious man this man is, Jesus H. Christ. And I believe the H in Jesus stands for, I believe it stands for, what would it stand for? Stand for holy, wouldn't it? Could be Harold. Jesus Harold Christ. I think it would be Jesus Harold Christ. Wolverine making his way in, and he won the runner-up in the bank match. Himself, and he beat out 6 other competitors to make his way to this matchup. Obviously, very intense matchup. We weren't really sure if Wolverine was going to make it to this. He lost the first ever qualifying match between Mole and himself. That was an ambulance match to qualify to get to this ring and matchup. Wolverine obviously got a lot to prove. Could he win? Could he not only be the runner-up in the bank, but also Mr. Money in the Bank? And here comes Hank Hill, ladies and gentlemen, winning a fatal 4-way Hell in a Cell, beating Ivo Robotnik, Tremor, and he beat someone else. I'm trying to remember their name. I'm trying to remember who else he beat. Who did you beat, Mr. Hank Hill? It was a fatal 4-way between himself, Tremor, Ivo Robotnik, and some other guy. Who was the other guy? Who was the other guy? That is the question, people. Let's see, I have footage right here in my hands. A Mermaid Man. He beat Mike Ehrmantraut. How could I forget? Mermaid Man qualified in this match, beating the Joker and Albert Wesker. An unlikely qualifier. He obviously won a future tag team opportunity the other week. He's now going to be facing off for that Money in the Bank briefcase. Could he have a future tag team shot and a Money in the Bank briefcase in his hands by the end of this night? And here comes Maul, our first ever qualifier for the AIW Money in the Bank briefcase match qualifier. Maul obviously got a lot to prove, and Bison just lost the international title. I can't imagine Negan's going to be very happy about that. They lost the unification tag team match the other day. It looks like Maul is trying to bring home the briefcase so they can go after that world title. And the M&M connection, very strong faction, obviously. Now, who is going to walk out the victor here, ladies and gentlemen? Maul right onto Hank Hill. A nice reverse DDT there. Taking down Hank Hill. Sub-Zero on the outside, squashing Wolverine, and Jesus taking on Mermaid Man. Mermaid Man grabbing now Maul. There's Mermaid Man, nice elbow drop there as Jesus now locks eyes with the Mermaid Man. Mermaid Man doesn't see it coming, but Hank Hill is now caught off guard. And a DDT onto that ladder. Oh my god. Right off the haymakers. And the former tag team partners now going after each other. And Wolverine going after the man who beat him in the first ever qualifier match. Could Maul. Oh. Could they be running it back right now as Maul takes his head off with those clotheslines there? Just multiple clotheslines taken to Wolverine. Could he go? Oh, he was going for another one, but Wolverine blocked it. As Maul runs back into the ring. What's he looking for? He's probably trying to join the rest of the fray, the battle of the epic people. And now Maul, maybe. Oh, dropped down by Hank Hill right there, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that rolls to the outside of the ring. What is Mermaid Man? Mermaid Man with a nice power bomb right there. Now taking the fight to Jesus. Punching Jesus. Maul swings after Sub-Zero. Takes down Sub-Zero and ignores Wolverine. Clothesline to Jesus. Takes Jesus out of the ring. Goes for a elbow drop to Mermaid Man. And Hank Hill's now locked onto Maul. Maul sends Hank Hill down onto the mat. Thought he was going to send him to the outside. Maul going up to the top rope. And he elbow drop to Hank Hill. Takes down Hank Hill. Keeping Hank Hill down on the ground. Jesus now back in the matchup. What's Jesus looking to do here, ladies and gentlemen? Nice hip toss right there from Jesus. Takes down Darth Maul. Darth Maul now looking for a neck breaker. Neck breaker onto that chair for Hank Hill. Maybe his neck's broken. Who knows? And flying to the outside. Maul's going crazy, ladies and gentlemen. As Jesus cranks the neck of Wolverine. Darth Maul with a super kick to Hank Hill on the outside. Sub-Zero going after Darth Maul now. Darth Maul sends Sub-Zero into the barrier. Nice slamming his head against the barrier. And Mermaid Man did something with the ladder just there to Jesus. I'm not too sure what just happened. And Jesus face planting Mermaid Man into the ground of the mat. All these men looking to put on a show for us, ladies and gentlemen. All these men looking to put it all away behind the bars as Mermaid Man now goes after Wolverine with a suplex, dropping him on the rope. Sub-Zero now going for a power slam on the outside onto the chair. Onto the chair. Darth Maul's spine must be broken in half, but maybe that Sith rage is going to save him. Looks like Darth Maul's back to the top. What's he doing? Jesus has caught him. And an atomic drop from Darth Maul. As Hank Hill and Mermaid Man climb to the top of the ladder. Who's bleeding? Someone's busted open right now, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it's Jesus. Darth Maul trying to save this match. What is Darth Maul going to do? He doesn't have enough strength. Darth Maul doesn't have enough strength to put this away. He seems to be not strong enough to take out Mermaid Man and Hank Hill. What is he doing now? It just flies to the outside. No one home, and Hank Hill pushed off Mermaid Man from the top rope. And now Darth Maul attacking Hank Hill from behind. Attacking his ass. As Darth Maul takes Hank Hill out of the picture. Now takes down Sub-Zero right there with that invented bulldog. And a DDT onto the chair. Jesus dropped onto the chair by Darth Maul, ladies and gentlemen. Wolverine climbing to the top. Can Wolverine get this? Can Wolverine win the briefcase right here, ladies and gentlemen? Is this going to be a man who's got all the power in the world? Can he win this? And, well, Sub-Zero climbing up to meet him. As Mermaid Man uses all his strength. Mermaid Man using all his strength. Never mind, Darth Maul cuts him off. Darth Maul now trying to use all his strength to take down the ladder, which is clearly not working. As Darth Maul looks to take down the ladder. The ladder's down and drops Wolverine onto the chair. Everyone's using a chair today, and oh god, Darth Maul's head just slammed into the ladder right there by Hank Hill. Hank Hill, what's he looking to do here? Sends Darth Maul over here. Him and Sub-Zero maybe looking to team up on Darth Maul. Darth Maul sends Hank Hill into the corner. Punches to Hank Hill. Taking the punches to Hank Hill. Sub-Zero going for a chair shot. Hits Darth Maul from behind. And, oh, Mermaid Man was going to get a chair strike of his own. Power slam from Mermaid Man. Mermaid Man now with a chair, taking the striking Sub-Zero twice with that chair. Now going right after Hank Hill. Very disgusting maneuvers from the hero of the sea. I thought we'd see better from him. Nice cross-body splash right there. Picking up that ladder. Darth Maul back in the ring. Darth Maul going right after Hank Hill. Hank Hill blocking his next attack. There's Darth Maul. Now, Hank Hill being sent in the corner by Mermaid Man. Darth Maul now locked onto Sub-Zero. Mermaid Man catches Darth Maul off guard. Darth Maul, hit with a Michinoku driver. I believe that was a Michinoku driver from Mermaid Man. Maybe we'll call it the Deep Sea Driver. Actually, yeah, we'll call it that. The Deep Sea Driver from Mermaid Man takes out Darth Maul. Darth Maul back to his feet now. Slides, rolls back into the ring. As he sees Hank Hill trying to climb the ladder. Darth Maul now going to the top. Now, oh no, he's not going to the top. Sorry, knee strike from Darth Maul. Just attacking Hank Hill. It seems like Darth Maul's more attached to attacking opponents than actually trying to get that title or that briefcase right there. Wolverine and Jesus are just fighting on the outside. Jesus rolls into the ring. And Darth Maul now climbing to the top. What could Darth Maul be looking for here? Jesus now attacking Darth Maul. Mermaid Man going to the top. Mermaid Man and Darth Maul at the top of the ladder. Jesus trying to push down that ladder. What is going on here? Could Darth Maul get that briefcase? No, Mermaid Man now going for the briefcase. Mermaid Man's got a lock in the briefcase. He's got a lock on the briefcase. Sub-Zero with the ladder. Is he going to push it over? The strength of Sub-Zero pushes it over. Wolverine drops Mermaid Man. Nearly dropped them onto the ladder, but obviously did not happen. And Sub-Zero now dumped to the outside by Wolverine. Wolverine's now the only man in the ring. Didn't go for the ladder though. As he goes outside to grab the other ladder by the looks of it. No. He's grabbing the stairs. I don't think the stairs are going to help you in this situation, Wolverine. What do we have here? And nice maneuver from Mermaid Man on the outside. Suplex cutter from Darth Maul. The Sith's Revenge, as he likes to call it. On the inside, and a nice big boot right there from Darth Maul, taking down Jesus. As Darth Maul now flies to the outside, trying to hit Sub-Zero or Wolverine maybe. As Darth Maul with a Uranagi on the outside takes down Sub-Zero. As Wolverine back in the ring, facing off against Hank Hill. As Sub-Zero smacks Sub-Zero. Darth Maul smacks Sub-Zero's head against the barricade, and he's just doing it over and over again. And a neck breaker for Sub-Zero. Deep. Absolute Zero. Sub-Zero. Absolute Zero neck breaker from Sub-Zero, taking down Darth Maul. Darth Maul could be out for the rest of this match. Wolverine and Hank Hill and Jesus and Mermaid Man are all in this. Nope, Darth Maul's back to his feet. And it looks like Sub-Zero's on the ladder right there. Darth Maul going to the top. What's he going for? No. Cannonball to Sub-Zero. Takes down Sub-Zero right there, ladies and gentlemen, as Wolverine gets back to his feet. Going up that ladder. Could Darth Maul stop him right here? Is Darth Maul going to stop the ladder from being pushed over? Pushing the ladder over. Wolverine is not going to the top right here. Wolverine's just dangling in the air. No one's grabbing him. Jesus grabs a powerbomb from the briefcase to the floor. As Darth Maul's in the corner. Mermaid Man sent to the outside by Hank Hill. Sub-Zero sets up another ladder on the outside. That's an interesting choice. Wolverine, as Hank Hill takes the fight to Darth Maul. Sub-Zero now maybe going into the corner. What's Jesus looking to do here to Sub-Zero? Just attacking the ribs of Sub-Zero right here, ladies and gentlemen. As Darth Maul goes with the strikes, striking Sub-Zero. Nice DDT, float over DDT from Darth Maul right there, ladies and gentlemen. Hitting Jesus with another float over DDT. Looking to put Jesus down for good. As Jesus is just bleeding all over the mat. And a third float over DDT. Darth Maul takes down Jesus. I don't think Jesus is getting up after that. No, he's getting up. And a clothesline from Sub-Zero takes down Darth Maul. As Jesus looks to go up that ladder. Never mind. Doesn't seem like he's going to reach the briefcase from there. As Darth Maul now starts climbing to the top. Could this be Maul's chance? Could Maul be the one in the M&M? What is he doing? He's standing right next to the briefcase. And he just misses everyone. What was Darth Maul thinking there, ladies and gentlemen? As Darth Maul climbs back to the top, meets Jesus at the top of the ladder, punching Jesus in the stomach, looking to take Jesus down the ladder as Jesus and him trade punches. Jesus slamming Darth Maul's head against the ladder. Now the ladder is feeling a bit tipsy as Hank Hill attacks Darth Maul, taking down Maul, sending him down to the floor. Chokeslam from Wolverine. Hank Hill and Wolverine are now locked onto each other as Wolverine wants to put an end to this. He wants to be the runner-up in the briefcase and he wants to be the official Mr. Money in the Bank as Wolverine gets sent down from that podium. Wolverine now caught by Mermaid Man into a suplex there. What's Darth Maul looking for here? Grabs the ladder, looking to move the ladder maybe, ladies and gentlemen. As Maul sent into the corner. Big takedown there from Maul. Shoulder block from Sub-Zero. Takes down Mermaid Man, just punching away on Mermaid Man right there, ladies and gentlemen. As Sub-Zero now looks to put Mermaid Man out of the ring. Sends Mermaid Man to the outside. Sub-Zero now with Mermaid Man locked in. Mermaid Man's now locked in onto Sub-Zero. As Darth Maul's back to his feet, but he seems to be stunned. Wolverine with Hank Hill. Nice clubbing blow to Hank Hill right there. Now Wolverine grabs Mermaid Man, going for a big boot. Big boot from Wolverine. Darth Maul now sneak attack to Wolverine, and Darth Maul's out of it. He's just got not enough energy to put him away for good. And now going for another DDT on Jesus, and he plants him. Jesus is bleeding all over this ring, ladies and gentlemen. And a splash, a moonsault to Jesus, taken down. Wolverine and Sub-Zero placing the ladders in the corner, maybe to just get them out of the way. Darth Maul on the outside. Mermaid Man, what are you doing? What are you doing? No one's taking out Darth Maul. Is anyone going to go through that ladder to take out Maul? Could Sub-Zero be seeking for his revenge? Nope. Sub-Zero with a clothesline. Darth Maul back to his feet. He's not on that train yet. He's not going to be taken out of the picture just yet. Sub-Zero with a power slam right there, and Darth Maul now going for a DDT onto Sub-Zero, dropping Sub-Zero on his head in the middle of the ring. Not really, in the corner of the ring. And Wolverine sends Hank Hill to the outside. Darth Maul just threw the ladder at Jesus. Jesus deflected it, and now Jesus was looking for a float over DDT from himself, and sent out to the outside by Darth Maul. Darth Maul with a super kick right there. Takes down Sub-Zero. Could Sub-Zero be the man to take out Darth Maul? Neckbreaker from Darth Maul onto the ground. Landed his tailbone on the ladder. Looking to sacrifice it all just so he could land that neckbreaker. What's he going for? Suplex cutter from Hank Hill, and I think Wolverine dived to the outside on Mermaid Man. Onto the ladder from Hank Hill, stealing Darth Maul's Sif's revenge. Sif's revenge. He stole that from Maul. And Maul now getting slowly back up as Jesus sees Maul, and a nice strike there from Maul. Takes down Jesus with another big boot. As Wolverine is on the outside now. Sub-Zero got Hank Hill in his grasp with a big clothesline there, and another big clothesline takes out Hank Hill. Maybe going for a third clothesline from Sub-Zero. Darth Maul in the corner, just out of it. Sub-Zero rolls into the ring and slides into the ring. And Hank Hill gives Sub-Zero the middle finger. That's obviously distracted Sub-Zero. He's been thrown to the outside of the ring right there. Sub-Zero. Now what's he looking for? Wolverine just stomping away on Darth Maul. Sub-Zero plants Wolverine's head with a bulldog right there on the ladder. Mermaid Man tosses Hank Hill to the outside. Mermaid Man now taken down with a suplex from Jesus. Darth Maul locked onto Hank Hill. What's he looking to do here? Maybe getting some revenge for that stolen revenge of the Sith. The Sith's revenge cutter. Here's Darth Maul, sends Wolverine to the outside. Now looking to be the man to climb the ladder to win this briefcase. Could Darth Maul do it, ladies and gentlemen? Is he going to be the victor? Sub-Zero blocking him at every turn. Could Sub-Zero stop Darth Maul? Darth Maul flies to the outside, trying to take Hank Hill out, but misses financially and misses entirely. Sub-Zero now caught off guard by Darth Maul. Darth Maul, what's he looking to do here? It's neck breaker from Darth Maul. Takes down Sub-Zero, and Darth Maul's still down while Sub-Zero is getting back to his feet. Sub-Zero a bit closer to his feet. He was quicker than Darth Maul. Obviously using the assist of the ropes. And an absolute zero neck breaker to Darth Maul. Could this be it? Could this be Sub-Zero's time? Could this be Sub-Zero's legacy? Could he cement himself as a victor in AIW? Could he be the first ever Mr. Money in the Bank in AIW? And Sub-Zero's done it, ladies and gentlemen. Here is your Mr. Money in the Bank, Sub-Zero. And I hope you enjoyed this pay-per-view, ladies and gentlemen, because we will see you next episode on AIW, where the Unified Tag Team Championship Tournament will continue. Batman and Robin versus a mystery team. And our world champion will put on his first ever match as the new world champion. We'll see you next time.